to the Clear as Mud podcast with your host, Banana Grabber, and myself. Banana, how you doing today, bud?
I'm pretty good.
Are
I
you?
did extensive chest day, 5x7 bench press, and jump rope exercise.
Yeah.
So I'm tired. I'm feeling
So,
good.
so is that really like helping your powerful pecs of love? I mean, are you able to do
Mm-mm.
the
Yeah,
the pec pop?
I'm a titty maximalist in all
Are you?
aspects of
Okay.
life.
So
Yeah,
you're getting those pec pumps and
those big titties.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he goes, yeah. So are you saying that the Rock had better watch out because now you're able
Mm-mm.
to do those, pec
Yeah, I'm coming
pops?
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
no, the what's his name? What is it? Vince McMahon? Where you do the pop?
Is that what it is? A pop? There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh me. Well, so anyway, just a little quick. Let's acknowledge some of our viewers out there that's watching us. We've got Goat Heart, which is an OG. Thank you for tuning in today, there, hon. We got Liana Taylor. Thank you for joining us as well,
Welcome.
Liana. And but anyway, enough of us, you guys. We don't want to spend a whole lot of time on just me and you know Banana. We're not that interesting, or at least I don't think we are. But anyway, I wanted to. Unfortunately, we've got to open up with some sad news today. Sad and good. The acting legend Nichelle Nichols passed away today. She was, I think she was about 80 years old. She was on the original Star Trek with, played Lieutenant Uhura. Um, Fun fact, some of you may not be aware of this. Her and her character, rather, and uh, Sean, what the hell? Who was it played Captain Kirk? Why is it William
William
Shatner?
Shatner.
William
William
Shatner.
Shatner.
They actually had the first interracial on-screen kiss, and that was something back in the '60s,
Ooh.
you know. But anyway, this legend, we lost her today, and all right. So Mr. Butt Savage just donated 5 and says, "Don't forget about me." Yes, of course, JFA. We would never, ever, ever forget about you. And since you,
Why are you saying JFA? That's Mr. Butt Savage.
oh, sorry, Butt Savage. My apologies.
Don't disrespect the donor. Oh my
Don't
goodness.
disrespect. Okay, so I'm gonna put on a hat. Got the little hat
Say
change for you
his
today.
name. Hashtag say his name. Never
Yeah.
forget Mr. Butt Savage. People
Anyway,
forget they were forced to kiss in the kissed. People
yeah,
forget they were forced to kiss in the scenes by the bad guys. But yeah,
yeah,
well,
yeah,
that's kind of funny. So like they're like, oh no.
yeah.
Uh,
So I reloaded the hat game today a little bit because, again, borrowed from our good friend Dead on Dave. This is really old school. This is from the Amiga Expo, which was this was been in the late '80s for early '90s, and when they had the Amiga Expo there in Chicago. So, oh,
yeah,
he says he hasn't donated yet. Okay, my
JFA.
apologies, JFA. So anyway,
Yeah.
but just wanted to give a little attention to this, like I say, this legendary actress. Uh, anyway, so um, in other sad news, yesterday morning, I woke up, and as you know, as I'm sitting there and I'm drinking my morning coffee and stuff, one of the things that I do is I scroll the Twitter line, right? The Twitter feed. Now, Banana is a better person than me. And why you say that? Well, because Banana has enough restraint that he stays off of Twitter
No, I
other
don't.
than, you
I had to force
know,
myself. No, I don't. You're wrong. I had to force myself to fucking
okay.
turn on. Like I only have Twitter on my computer
Okay.
because if it's on my phone, I'm going to be on it literally
Okay.
every 5
Well,
minutes.
okay, yeah, but you still restrain. I mean, you have some restraint. You know what I'm saying? You have some discipline to where you just have it on your PC, so you're limiting your interaction
Well,
with this horrible app during the day, right? So you're
I'm
not on it.
also Mac address banned on my phone. So if I log into my Twitter account through my phone, it's game over
Oh,
for the
okay.
3rd time.
Well,
Yeah.
still, guess what? You're still limit. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unlike myself, I spend way too much time on this godforsaken app. And there are times that I do enjoy it because I likes to trolls a little bit every now and then and try to get underneath people's skin. And it's the perfect app because it is a shit app. But anyway, unfortunately, I woke up to this yesterday morning. Savo Pancakes has been suspended off of Twitter.
Holy shit! Seriously?
Seriously, yeah, he's gone, man. He is gone.
Whoa, that's wild.
And there was, of course, I'm like, okay, so how, so Salvo does stream, but he only does it like once a week, and so I think he wasn't slotted to stream till like I think like next Wednesday or something, right? And I'm like, so what? I need information. I want the 411, damn it, because I'm impatient like that. So evidently his press secretary Augie put out this statement from Banana. I'm sorry, from Salvo.
Not me. Yeah.
Not you. I'm sorry, from Salvo. And this is what it says. Goes, this morning I woke up to a perma ban on Twitter. My main account as well as 4 others nuked from the web. So the dude had 4, what do you guys call them, socket accounts, or I don't know what you young people call it. Anyway, he had 4 other accounts. Anyway.
You got MAC address banned for sure.
Yeah, it says no coincidence. This week I have uncovered deep deception, stealing, and lies within Teddy Fresh and the Kleins.
Uh-oh.
Little do the Kleins know I have an autistic adult male living inside my soul, a very angry, oversized, nonverbal, autistic giant, and I told him that Ethan and Gila stole his favorite red truck. He is screaming and pissed now. This autistic man living deep inside my soul will not stop chasing down the Kleins until he has his favorite red fire truck.
I feel like this is something I could have written. Like,
yes, 100%. I really see a lot of correlation between you and Salvo. I
is
really
Salvo
do.
stealing my bit?
I don't know, dude. But anyway, he says, I'll return to YouTube tomorrow night, Sunday. So tonight, he's going to be streaming tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm sure if you guys tune into his show,
I want to see a cracked out Salvo Pancakes with like a corkboard and thread tying together different shell companies that Ethan has washed money through, like subsidiaries.
Yeah.
And he's started, and then he goes off into like a Jewish Kabbalist conspiracy, alt-right pipeline.
So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how much you've been able to see of this, but this last week, Salvo, and even I think in his last stream that he did, he has been covering how there was all these reports coming out about how toxic of a workplace this Teddy Fresh place was, which is, of course, the business that is owned and operated by Gila Klein, right? But anyway, the last Twitter video that he put up, and I guess in this, I guess we have to be thankful to Keem on this one.
Is Salvo Armenian?
I don't know.
He looks like somebody who is just constantly dirty but somehow still clean.
Yeah.
Like very not well groomed. He looks like a Wolverine, like anthropomorphized into a person.
Just pause right quick here. We've got a few celebrities in the chat. That on Dave is there. Hey Dave.
Hey, what up,
Dave? Love to talk with you, man. If you want to call in, we'd love to talk to you. Matt Pitt, same thing.
He does look like Salvo.
Savo Pancakes says, tipped $1, says, G Fuel shrunk my testicles. Well, if anybody would know anything about testicle shrinkage because of G Fuel, Banana would be the expert on that. So
he's Ohioan. That makes sense. Abby Blackbird says in the chat. So Salvo Pancakes is from the NPC state where they just clone out different worker bees. But somehow he broke the programming and became an autonomous unit. And so that's why he looks so painfully average and hairy and normal. He just looks like a round, crowd walker.
What's funny is one of his recent Twitter rants that he went on, and I can't remember. But anyway, he was on. It was. I think he was like laying in his bed or something, and he was doing it. Of course, as normal, no shirt, hairy chested. I said, "Have you ever thought about seeking out a brand deal or sponsorship with Manscaped?"
Yeah.
He came back or said something along the lines he would never sell out or something like that. You know, something funny, a salvo isk type, and that will forever be lost now because you know he got
No.
his camp. But anyway, let's kind of listen to this Twitter video that anyone actually Keem saved out the actual video, I guess, or maybe he got, I don't know how he got it, but anyway, he's got the Salvo video. So let's just listen to what Salvo said in this video because
Let's hear it.
it's pretty scathing.
Ethan Klein might have just said the most racist thing I've ever heard. When talking about Fresh and Fit inviting him on to debate two black men, Ethan Klein says this racially insensitive thing.
Bro, I'll go there and get monkeypox. Or, yeah, fuck COVID. You guys have monkeypox, dude. Come on, Dad. Come here, Dad. Get some monkeypox, man.
That's right. Ethan Klein said if he meets these two gentlemen IRL, he might get monkeypox.
But you guys have monkeypox, dude.
That's right. Ethan Klein said these two gentlemen have monkeypox.
Come on, Dad. Come here, Dad. Get some monkeypox, man.
And Ethan even triples down and mimics an Ebonic, Louisiana, Baton Rouge accent, saying, "Come on down and get your monkeypox." That's disgusting.
Well, I would maybe. It sounded more like to me like Boomhauer off of King of the Hill than a Louisianan accent. What do you think?
It frustrates me that Salvo has this take. I mean, like, I get it, he's trying to be funny, but like, what the fuck? You just got this just happened to you, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody just took what you said and made it racist, took it out of, fucking context.
Exactly.
Like,
anyway.
I mean, I don't know, but like, sure, like, it's Ethan, like, given the current context, like, whatever,
Sure.
I don't know. I guess Salvo just asked for it,
Yeah. Anyway, so I guess Rip Salvo.
So he's suspended. Like, why was he suspended?
No, he's permabanned. Yeah, he didn't say. He just said he was permabanned, and he alludes to it being because he was talking about the Kleins. Now, who knows, right? It's Salvo. Everything Salvo says, you pretty much have to take with a grain of salt, right? I mean,
like, sure, if he was like mouthing off, like, that's against the Twitter TOS, which is stupid, but it's still their TOS. Like, saying like the N word or like F slur, whatever. But like, if he was just yeeted because he was having an uncomfortable take about Ethan Klein, that's interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know, dude. And so last real quick little tidbit here before we actually get into the heart of what we're going to be talking about today.
Okay.
Riot Games suspended a couple of competitive Valorant players.
Are they cucks to China? Aren't they cucks to China?
I don't know about that. I do know that Riot Games was also the same company that banned I Show Speed, right? Because of the Jake Lucky tweet that put out because of there was a video out there where I Show Speed was kind of being a little bit misogynist and stuff to some of his speech, but of course he was also I Show Speed was also having some very racially charged things said to him as well. So I'm not saying two wrongs, whatever, but there's some context there. But anyway, Jake Lucky tweeted it out or whatever, which wound up getting I Show Speed completely banned from their whole platform. Any IP that they put out, he's not, they don't want him on there. But in this situation here, they suspended two competitive Valorant players because of teabagging.
That's so fucking stupid.
Wow.
Was that unsportsmanlike conduct? They had that stupid. I don't know if it was Valorant or if it was Call of Duty, but like every single time Like, I had, like, a personal crisis of, like,
Yeah.
whenever you boot up Valorant for the first time, I think it's Valorant, they have this message saying, like, "I promise to be a respectful player that's encouraging of all, like, lifestyles or whatever." It's like this, like, community message where you're like, you can't play the game until you click,
Yeah.
"Yes, I will be, like, I won't be hateful." Like, I won't be a hateful bigot online.
Yeah.
And I was like, "You know what? On principle, I might not ever play this game."
You know,
But,
I'm gonna probably date myself here just a smidge. I hear all these people, your generation, right, talking about how, oh, these.
motherfucker, my
Hang on,
generation.
listen, let me
Alright.
finish my story. Get your little
Alright.
stinger, put it back up in your ass. So you guys talk because I didn't do this. I didn't play Call of Duty online. That was not a game that was out when I was really big into online competitive type, those type games being played. But I'll tell you what, if you go back to when I was playing, which was back in the days of Counter Strike, 1.5 and 1.6 and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, CS:GO, CS Source.
No, way before CS:GO, way before CS Source, dude. We're talking early 90s.
Oh,
Okay.
the mod, the Half-Life mod.
The Half-Life mod. That's exactly right. I'm gonna tell you something. Okay. The kind of language and stuff that occurred on there, I would dare put up, I would put up against with any of the COD, chat rooms, whatever on Xbox or whatever it was. Because
Sure.
jeez, it was, and it was just the way it was.
That's gamer culture, you don't understand, you had to have been there. It was
Yeah, well,
all types, all creeds, all backgrounds, just saying
yeah,
the worst shit to each other in
yeah.
order to get a rise out of them, talking about their mothers, talking about their race, talking
Oh,
about their whatever.
jeez.
And it wasn't like
Yeah,
I mean, like, it is hateful, it's the most hateful,
yeah.
toxic environment you could
Oh,
ever experience,
100%.
but there's a love there,
Yeah,
common bond between gamers, where you're just allowing the other
yeah.
person to completely be the worst that they can be, and that's a good
Well,
thing, I
yeah, I
think,
mean, I don't
for
know.
society.
Uh, it
I don't
it
know, I
it
feel
it
like being
wasn't never
hateful is
taken
the new
seriously, it was never
I'm gonna
taken
make a re
seriously, so go ahead.
I'm gonna make a religion out of being hateful,
Are you?
and it's gonna be my new ethos,
Yeah,
for society to rebuild itself, because being nice is not working.
yeah.
Being
Hey
pleasant is not working.
hey, Willie Mack in the chat. Thank you, Willie,
Shout
for
out.
tuning in today. Appreciate that, pimp. So let's get into the heart of the show here, and
Yeah, we actually have a caller. You wanna
I'm
Yep,
gonna
there we
bring
go.
Dave right on in here. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, you sons of bitches? This is the worst fucking name podcast in the history of I'm gonna ignore it today because we're celebrating W's.
Exactly.
Woo!
Listen,
Yeah, dude, welcome to the show.
it may be the worst.
What's
It
up,
may
Banana?
be it may actually be the worst podcast the show. But what would you expect from two of the most inept hosts? So
I agree with that based off of that fucking little muddle through you just had there, pal. But you look great. You look amazing. You look really, really good. You look like you're slimming down there, pal.
well, I'm trying to. I
You
just
look like you're
decided
succeeding.
I just drink a lot of coffee, water, and I
Yeah.
just don't eat.
You shit all the time. Yeah,
And I
Oh,
shit
shit
the
all the
eat
time.
part, you got to fix the eating part. You're gonna need to eat to lose weight. It's a it's crazy. I know, but it'll be fine.
It
I
fucks your
know.
metabolism, yeah, if you do it
Well,
the other way.
I do eat. I just eat a little bit different. It's just real lean proteins and a lot of greens. So
Yeah, there you go.
We gotta get you to up your protein intake. That
you
way,
think
that's
so?
I
yeah.
can give you a nice little protein injection if you need one, Riveter.
Ooh.
You promise?
I have a
'Cause
special
God, I need
injection
some.
apparatus. We can do it orally or anally, however you want to do it.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
shit.
Willie Mack just
Uh,
tipped $5, said Dave's audio keeps cutting out.
My
Okay.
audio
Yeah.
keeps cutting out.
Yeah, let me crank up his audio a little bit there. See
That
how
has to
that
be
No,
on your end.
I'm probably clipping.
Okay. All right. So anyway, let's get into this. So Dave, we had I guess we could count it as a W this week, didn't we?
Oh, I would say a pretty big W.
Yeah. And here's the thing about it. I want to be, and I'm not saying this to be like martyred or anything like that, because that's, or like no, this was not me. This was all of your loyal, supportive, mush puffs that got this.
Well,
this
wait, let's be fair here. And I want to make sure, chat, make sure you can actually hear us. Oh, it was fucking that son of a bitch. It was JFA. It was JFA. It wasn't Willie Mac. My audio's fine. The microphone, I hope you get all kinds of cancer and AIDS, JFA. Cancer, AIDS, wrapped into a big bundle right up your pituitary gland.
Dude, he did it to us the other day, and we had to fucking like restart the show because like we did have legit problems, but he was also adding on top of it and making it way
such
worse.
a son of a
goddamn snake in the grass, dude.
Snake in the fucking grass. All right, so no, Riveter. Now look, the Mush Puffs deserve their role. They deserve their flowers. They deserve their crown because the community really came together. But man, I am not gonna let you off here because this started with you. You came to me and you said, Dave, I want to build you a fucking PC so you can be on par with the other assholes out there. I'm going to use my whole fucking stimmy on it. I'm like, what the fuck are you? Okay, let's go. I was shocked at the gesture, but you know, you are such an amazing human being. You did it. And we fought CLX in the early beginnings. If you remember, it wasn't even easy to get the motherfucker. No. It took forever to get to us.
Yeah.
It was just a tough. It was a tough road, but we stuck it out, and the computer looked cool, and everything looked like it was going to be good. And then just nothing went right with this son of a bitch, man. 3 months in, gone. Riveter's first one on the phone, calling, talking, getting everybody riled up. We put the pressure on them. They fucking try to make it right. They send me a whole new computer because they lose the fucking first one in transit back to them.
Yeah.
Whole process takes over 3 fucking months, but Riveter was leading charge the entire way. So we get the computer back and it's working okay first, 3, 4, 5 months. Starts to have a little bit of issues, and then bricks, blue screen of death, and then nothing. No fuego, no fire, no tires, no nothing. It's just dead. No. And Riveter, once again, first one on the call, first one on the phone, getting everybody riled up, talking to the people there, trying to get something done. This time the door slammed right in our face. Right in our fucking face. And up to this point, everything I said is really irrelevant to what I did next. Nothing else, like everything else is what it was. But it was what Riveter said after that. Riveter goes, even if it's not covered by the warranty, don't worry about it. Just do what they say, troubleshoot it, and I'll take care of it. And that pissed me off so fucking much because Riveter, you're too fucking good for this world, pal. You're such a good human being. No, I'm dead serious, man. Yeah, that gesture really struck a chord with me. And that's what really pissed me off and I'm like, no more. And I cut one of my best promos. Unfortunately, that's in the ether. No one got the one that I did on Twitch. Oh, that one was a legendary. The one I did on YouTube, the one that you captured, that one's a facsimile of that first one. But really, this is all because of you, pal. And you led the charge the whole way. And there's a reason. If you don't believe me, if you think that I'm full of shit here and you think that I'm overstating your position, you got to remember how this thing ended. Yes, they called me. Yes, they fucking made it right with me. But guess who they also called? Riveter. They called the man. And there's a reason why you call the man. It's because he's the fucking man. And Rivy, you're the fucking man. And thank you. Thank you for everything you've done. We beat a company. We beat them up real good. So tell me what happened. We both got calls from the operations director. So that morning, I actually got a call. This was really funny. I don't know if you know the whole story yet, Rivy, but the first guy who called me was a fucking tech guy, the head of the tech department. And he's the one who was like, okay, I'm sorry you got another email saying that you were going to end up having to pay for it. I don't know what's going on. Our tech support is just not reading everything through. They're fucking up. And I was getting different tech support guy every time. They confirmed that too. I didn't make anything up. And he's like, so I'm really sorry. We're going to fucking do this the right way. We're going to send you a ticket and you can put it on your computer. Send it to us whenever. We don't care. We're going to build you a new rig. And that would have been enough. Yeah. It really would have been. But then 2 hours later, I get a call from the operations director, a really, really nice guy. And we had a great conversation. Really nice fucking guy, Rivy, right?
Yeah, he was super nice. He was.
And I thought that was going to be it there. And if he would have just stopped there, that was enough. But then Riveter calls me and says, dude, he just called me. I want to know about that experience, Riveter. What happened when he called you? Because that's fucking amazing. Yes. That guy went really above and beyond.
And Dave, honestly, I sent Dave a message earlier this morning. I had every intentions of popping in one of his streams the last couple of days because, to celebrate with him and stuff, but, live or whatever. But So Dave and I haven't had a chance to talk about this and me really to share what happened. So when I got the call Friday afternoon, shortly after yours, he's going through the whole I'm sorry and da 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 da, right? And I'm listening to him. I'm letting him do his thing, right? And so I said, listen, I said, I appreciate the call, but I said, I'm not the one you need to be concerned about. I said, your customer is Dave. If Dave's happy, I'm happy. It's the end of discussion on that aspect. He said, well, you bought it. I said, okay. I said, listen.
Yeah. No,
said,
he's right. I'm the recipient, but you're the customer, pal. You really are. You're the customer. Your money.
I told him, I said, let's put the cards on the table here. I said, you're a technician, right? He goes, yeah. I said, I am too. I have been for 30 years. I said, let's just have a very frank and honest conversation here. He said, okay. I said, listen, I understand. I said, things happen, right? Components break, all that. I 100% get that. I understand with 1,000% that, you cannot indefinitely warranty the components inside of the PCs. I get that.
They got the warranty wrong was the problem. That was the problem.
Yeah.
They got it wrong.
That
was the big thing, Rivy. They were fucking wrong.
But I said, here's the thing that I told him. I said, if there's any takeaway from this, I said, because understand something. In my heart, I do not want damage to your company. I don't want a black eye on your company.
I did.
Well, I know, Dave, but
I did. I wanted everybody to fucking know. I was gonna tell the goddamn world, Rivy. I was gonna lead a fucking revolution.
Well, and I just said, listen, guys. I said, you're a U.S. based company. You're putting U.S. people to work. And I said, in the way that the world is right now, I said, that is a good thing. I want Americans working, making a decent wage and all that. I said, I understand. I said, and I'm sure like most companies during the whole pandemic and stuff, you had some issues. And he says, you have no idea. He said, we grew exponentially because everybody was working from home. I said, okay, that's great for you. I said, but I said, I'm going to pass along something. I said, if you don't know this, you need to. The number one rule that was drilled into me. I said, maybe this is old school. I don't know. But I said, the number one rule has to be communication to your customer.
Yeah.
I said, because communication goes an extreme long way in greasing the wheels. Yeah. He said, I don't disagree.
For those who don't know, Rivy, they really fuck the communication.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we were talking to different fucking people. Yeah. They were telling us different things.
Stories.
And this was the thing. It was in the same thread. I was getting the email thread. I don't know if you had a copy of it.
No.
I think you might have, because I thought you might have been CC'd in the original.
Nope, never got anything. Nope.
So they resolve it with me in another email on Google Mail, Gmail. And then I get another email on the Yahoo that's saying, now you're paying for it. Fuck you, Dave, once again. Yeah. And I almost feel bad for CLX because this doesn't happen. I believe them.
Yeah.
When Jeff, his name's Jeff, right?
Josh.
Was that Josh? Excuse me.
Yeah.
When he said that this is just such an anomaly, and like I believe that motherfucker because this is Dave's shit. This is the shit that only happens to me. Like I'm just fucking swear to God. Here's a prime example. Went to Denny's today. Ordered the bottomless breakfast. Fucking you can get a sausage or bacon. I wanted sausage. They didn't have any sausage.
Oh no.
It didn't matter what I picked. It was gonna be fucking awful. But that's the thing. Look, you dance with Dave, everybody gets their toes stepped on. Just how it works.
So I don't know if you know this or not, but in my conversation with Josh, and he was, maybe he wasn't supposed to tell me this. I don't know, and I hope I'm not but this was how important the mush puffs were on this, because, and I've got the video queued up, and we're going to watch part of it, but I'm not going to subject you guys to it because I'm a horrible video maker. I know.
No, this was brilliant.
Well,
I'm going to tell the story about when what you did to me and Fake, because you almost murdered me and Fake in a chat. It was unbelievable.
So, Josh tells me, he said, I guess it was like Friday morning, he gets a phone call from the CEO of the company. And the CEO of the company says, I just seen this video and I want to know, how did it get to this point?
Oh, shit.
And Josh is like, and so he becomes aware of the situation and he immediately starts drilling down. And there was a lot of balls that got dropped and stuff, and it all stemmed from a brand new guy that they had hired into the company. That
Oh, really?
Yeah, and this technician that you were initially dealing with or whatever, he's only been with the company for about 3 months, and he followed protocol, but the problem was he didn't extend past it and really look into. And I, as a technician, I understand this, and this is something I know. When you're a young technician, you are giving a certain procedure or policies to follow, and you haven't learned quite yet how to dig and to really be a good technician yet, because you've got your training wheels on, right?
Right.
And Josh said basically what should have happened was once he looked into it, and once Dave said, when you said, I'm not happy about this situation, he should have immediately taken it to a supervisor. He said, because let me tell you something. He said, Riv, we warranty repair things outside of warranty all the time.
Right.
In certain circumstances. He goes, and 1,000%, that's what should have happened here. It should have never gotten to this. And for that, and I said, listen, I hear you. I believe what you're saying. I said, so if there is a takeaway from all this, I said, I'm hoping that you take this situation, use it to go back and retrain some of your technicians, because I know, even though I've been doing this shit for 30 years, I constantly have to go in for training because we get complacent. We just kind of go through the motions. We become robotic in a way.
Need a refresher.
And he said, 100% that was going to happen. So I want the mush puffs to know, those that are watching, and Dave didn't know that either. The CEO of the company saw the video. So y'all sharing out the video and y'all hyping it the way it was. And one of the things I told Josh, I said, listen, I am sorry. I did not want to go to social media. I'm not normal. I like to stir shit. Dave can attest. I am a shit stirrer. I love to do it.
He absolutely is.
But I honestly don't like to necessarily air dirty laundry, as it were. And
I do sometimes. When it comes to
and I felt like this was a dirty laundry, and I didn't. And I told the guy, I said, listen, I didn't want to go.
Every opportunity.
We
Riv.
did.
I mean, that's the
100%.
thing. We really did. You got on the fucking phone with these motherfuckers. We emails. We did it all. I took stupid pictures. We did everything. I was about to fucking put a 128 pin connector right up his ass. I was fucking done.
And here's another part of the story that nobody has probably heard this, but I'm going to tell this part too. That is right in conjunction. Shortly after we made the initial purchase for Dave on his, right, because I went out and researched this company and had really good ratings, reviews, and everything, right. My brother came to me, and he'd never had a PC before, and he was wanting to get into the gaming and stuff. And I said, this is the height of the pandemic. I normally would have just built him one, helped him build it or whatever, but you could not find components. You couldn't find GPUs. You couldn't find nothing, right? I said, I said, let's go to this company. They seem really good. So he went and got one. Dave, when he got the computer in, the whole glass side of it was busted out.
Are you serious?
I'm serious, because they didn't ship it right. And then guess what? Within 2 to 3 months of him having his PC, the very same thing that happened with the first one that you got, the cooling system went out in it.
Stop.
And it took us, I kid you not, with me on the phone with their technician, sending pictures, talking to them, and to the point where I finally got so frustrated with them, I said, I need to talk to somebody who is not reading some sort of policy in front of them. I said, I need to talk to someone who is above you guys, because you're not understanding what I'm saying. And we finally got a hold of a person. The guy got so mad and aggravated, he actually went back to the parts department, got the components that we needed, got it shipped out to us. It took, my brother's system was down for over a month just because they couldn't send us the right parts that we needed. So that all being said, kind of goes with what, Josh was telling us. They had such growth and they were hiring people in so fast. They had a bunch of green people, and QC kind of went into the toilet for a little while. But based on what Josh has said, because was put in charge of this, and he's told me that wait times are down as far as he said, but maybe they're going to do some tweaking and stuff, because maybe they've become a little bit too robotic and they're just following the policies, and they're not really.
You just got to be more fluid with this thing.
Yeah.
You really, each case and situation is going to be a little bit different. And ours was very unique. You know, and for this to go wrong, so much had to break down. The first thing they told me, they were like, look, we had to fact check this because there's just no way this fucking happened. Like all of the stuff that you said happened, there's no way it all happened to you in one order. The fuck it didn't.
It 1,000% happened. Yeah.
Fucking shit. And I felt I kind of was nice to him a little bit, especially at first. You know, I kind of gave him credit the first time around, and I liked the computer when it came back. It ran perfectly fine. Yeah. But I was like, man, the way I run my computer, how light I use it, this motherfucker should last me 10 years. And then 100%. It just started burning out so damn quick. Frustrating. Yeah. So I want to tell this quick story for people who don't know, because this was amazing to me. I had a rough week. I've had a rough few weeks. Just work has been killing me. I've been really tired. This computer thing has just really bummed me the fuck out. So many good things are happening. I don't want to bitch. My channel's growing. We hit 9,200 subs last night, by the way. I mean, so many amazing fucking things are happening. I'm like, I feel, I don't want to bitch. But I had a rough night. And River comes in at the end of my stream. He's like, yeah, I got a video I want you to watch. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, that's fucking shit. So I'm there with Nick, and I want to watch Bob's Burgers or something. And I give Riveter a little bit of shit. I'm like, I don't really want to do it. And Riv was a little dejected, but Riv being the amazing dude he is, like, okay, man. But I see his screen's up, and I see it's me. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like he did something. So I'm like, Ribby, okay, hold on, wait a minute. How long is it? And then I still didn't just say play it. I'm such a piece of shit. I said, how long is it? He goes, 13 minutes. I go, 13 minutes? I go, even on me, I don't want to watch 13 minutes. But then I was like, Riv, no, I'm just playing, man. Let's watch it. So I hear Nixie immediately. Let me tell you about my friend Dave. I'm like, oh, fuck. For the next 7 minutes, Banana, the next 7 fucking minutes, I hear this tear-jerking story. My story, the one that I lived, and I am a bag of shit in the Discord. I am talking full tears. One point, Nixie goes, are you crying, Dave? Yeah, I'm fucking crying, you heartless bitch. Yeah, I'm a bag of shit, because this is a hard time in my life. And this is the best I've ever told it. And then Riveter to capture it and use it in this way, it was a lot. And then 7 minutes in, the Riveter's fat face comes on the screen and he goes, and then CLX happened. I'm like, you motherfucker. me and fucking fake ass twat. We are dying laughing. I'm talking wheezing, spit, throwing up. We're dying because this is the most emotionally manipulative fucking thing I've ever seen. And Riveter's like, what do you mean? And like, what?
People don't know how crafty Riveter is. That's the funny thing. They sleep on him. They don't understand.
Right? But he's fully telling us that was not his intent. That he just really but he really kept going. He was doubling, tripling, quadrupling down about it. It was not his intent. And we're like, motherfucker. And then I go, well, what did you want? You were like, revenge. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, okay.
I wanted them to pay. I'm like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
I need to clarify all of it. Did I want to play the guilt card on CLX? 1,000%.
Yeah. That's very generous to yourself, by the way.
Okay, but what I didn't, I guess I was misreading the room there, or whatever. I didn't mean to like guilt Dave or make Dave feel bad.
No,
that was what I was saying.
No, you didn't make me feel bad at all. No,
okay,
dude, it's so funny. When that knife twists, when the whole fucking thing turns and it goes from to where's this fucking computer? It's such a fucking quick punch to the gut, and nobody saw it coming. When I debuted this, because this is a perfect storm, Banana Grabber. Like we had 120 fucking people in the stream. Nick was there. Like it was a perfect fucking Willie was there. Perfect storm. Yeah. Perfect storm. And I debuted this in front of all these people. Everybody's like a bag of shit. Same way I was in that fucking Discord guy. Everyone's a bag of shit. People are calling me a hero and shit. Like, shut the fuck up. Everyone's going crazy in the chat. And then that fucking turn hits and the shit pops like Austin just came out of WrestleMania. I'm like, Riveter, come on, man. You gotta see this shit. It is so fucking great. It's so emotionally manipulative, and I love it. It should have been sponsored by the Catholic Church. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Well,
Sarah
let's hope-
McLachlan should have been singing. Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
remember
Us Southern Baptists know
you.
how to be a little guilty ourselves. So,
Yes, you do, sir. But it was brilliant, and I thought it was great, and you did a great job.
well,
And it was, it really humbled me. And to the honestly, all the shtick aside, you guys really don't know what you do to me. All you motherfucker, I'm just an idiot, and you guys are making me into something that's a myth. You're turning me into a king. You treat me like a king. It's fucking so crazy, and I love you guys for it. And the lengths that you do just to do the right thing, and the people you'll talk to. I mean, they told me how many messages they got. It's not just like 2 or 3. It's more like 2 or 3 dozen. Like people really fucking got charged up over this. And that may not sound like a lot, but for a channel our size, it's significant. We really touched some people and it got the right message across and the right things happening. 5 business days, we'll have a new computer.
Yeah.
So
the only thing that I was a little bit, honestly, if I was to tell the truth, I was a little bit sad about was that they actually did the right thing. I was a little sad about that. And here's why. Because, you know, people were really getting up in arms up until that last day. They were really up in arms. And I thought, okay, so this is not going to go the way we want it to. This is not going to be the end of the way. We were trying to get Meta PC's attention. We were, you know, we were doing everything. And I was like, okay, this is not going the way it's going to go. So I was like, okay, because I had to come up with a plan B. And the plan B was going to be a good one, I thought. The plan B was I was going to start a GoFundMe. We were going to get as much money as we could. Whatever was not there, I was going to personally take care of it.
I would have punched you.
I was going to build you a new PC, and then I was going to hand deliver it to you.
Oh, Rivy.
And then we were going to get ripped and have a good time.
Yeah.
So I've been robbed out of an opportunity to I still plan on coming to see you, and we are going to have a good time. So,
oh my God, we're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah,
great.
Oh,
fucking amazing.
Hang on.
Hey, Dr. Zharvago just tipped $5. I
Yeah.
see in the chat there. Love me, Dr. Zharvago.
Says thank you for protecting us from Cobra Commander Dave. Could you adjust your sound, please? Oh, fuck off with
It's
that
JFA.
shit. That's
It's JFA.
JFA.
Fucking you son of a bitch. That son of a bitch.
Don't touch anything.
Herpes. Get herpes. You get the gonorrhea wrapped in syphilis, pal. Okay?
I will let you know, Dave. I don't know if you're watching the stream or not, but we've kind of taken your shtick about changing hats. So
I see that.
That was JFA's
yeah.
fault. Yeah, he was
it's
like
all JF's
hat
fault.
changed.
Yeah, he's
So
So
Yeah,
we
I-
grandfathered it in.
I took it from somebody else. That's fine.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So
Nothing,
anyway,
nothing's
we're
unique.
gonna I'm gonna show some of the video. And here's I'm gonna just tell you guys right now. If
Look
you
how
haven't
thin
seen
I am there.
if you haven't seen the video, I highly and you want to watch it, you need to go. I'm not going to show the whole video here today because I don't want to do that. But I'm going to take the video down.
Yeah.
As soon as Dave gets a new working computer, and he says, "Riv, we're aces," the video is coming down. Now, I'm not deleting the video.
No.
It's going to be privated where it won't be able to be seen anymore. Because I've got news for you. If we have to, Lord Jesus, I hope we don't have to. The son of a bitch will come back out again. I am that damn petty. I will do it again. So.
Oh man, let this next computer fucking break. I'm begging. I almost want it to happen, Rivy. I need that anger in my life. This thing fueled me. This gave me good fuel for the fucking week. This made me so mad. Oh.
It's a good content machine.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I just want to show a few minutes. Like I say, if you want to see the video, it's on my YouTube channel. You can go check it out. But let's just watch a couple of 3 minutes of it here right quick since I've got it pulled up.
A couple 3 minutes.
Yeah. So because yeah.
We're gonna watch a couple 3 minutes. That's 6 minutes. We're gonna watch 6 minutes. Huh?
Yeah.
No, we ain't
All
gonna
right,
watch 6 minutes of it. So
that's a
Hi,
couple 3 minutes.
my name is Nixie, and I'm here to briefly introduce to you
Nixie.
someone very dear to not only
Beautiful,
myself,
beautiful,
but to
lovely
many,
person.
many people
That's my
around the
best
globe.
friend. Oh, look at
His
me,
name is
big
Dave,
fatty.
but he's better known to most as Dead on
that
Dave
sweet,
or the
sweet
Copious
little
Boy.
daughter of yours too, man.
Dave is an
She's so
amazing
small. She
content
ain't that small
creator
no
that has
more.
one of the most inspirational stories of strength and drive
Pretty
in my
awesome.
Let me just pause it. Dude, look at the growth. I mean, this is good. This is just your Twitch, right? So you've grown 118% just in the in the last few days. or in the last 30 days, but
You
but
know what's funny about that? The
Yeah.
timing of this is hysterical, Riv. It's really, really
Yeah.
funny because I accidentally went live on YouTube after so in the past 2 months,
Yeah.
even let's see less than that, 6 weeks, I've got like 600 new subs.
Sure.
It's been stupid. So last week or 2 weeks ago, I accidentally, as I do a lot, went live on YouTube when you need to go to Twitch for like 2 minutes this time.
Yeah.
And I left the video up there for an hour, and I got a fuck ton of new follows, a fuck ton of new subs.
Awesome.
It's been really cool, and Twitch has been doing a little bit better as well. But yeah, the growth lately has just been it pinched me. Catch 33 was supposed to be it, and this is honestly right now. I play this right. I get the right guys in the right order. This could be way bigger than Catch 33.
Oh yeah.
This growth can be, and it's authentic. This isn't other guys carrying it. Well, I mean, it is a little bit, but we're carrying, we're keeping those people. They don't come in just for them.
Look,
it's incredible.
I watched some of your stream this past Friday. It was just you and Matt, right? And you guys were covering just some of the latest things. Dude, you had over 100. Yeah, you had over 100 people there watching you.
It's crazy.
It's
crazy.
And it was, and Nerdy John can't forget, Nerdy John.
Don't forget stupid.
Yeah. But this was just your Twitch, and then here in just a second it's going to come up. We're going to see your stats on YouTube, and those are phenomenal.
It's looking pretty good. Juicy right now.
Wait, what happened? Yeah! It was just me and Chris anyway. All right.
So this is your growth just in the last couple of months. And it's just, it's like straight up. It's almost vertical. And
man, oh my God, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Yeah. And I'm glad I ain't got my stats up there because they'd be trying to call me dead. They've been life, the paddles couldn't even get me back to life. But
the views have been really cool lately too, man.
They have.
The views are like most of my videos now are hitting 1,000, which is fucking dope. Now we got a couple that are climbing in the 2,000 range. It means we're just hitting some fucking new algorithms and shit, which is nice. We just got to keep it going. It's consistency. It's all it is.
Yeah.
Hey, they gave me the win. Hey, look at that. I'm on top of the tower.
Yeah, where you belong, on top of the tower.
He is a disabled vet that was medically retired during active service in Afghanistan.
Fucking me up.
He lives with irreparable nerve damage and lives in daily pain.
That was a hot fucking day too.
Well, it was hard because of the heat, and but it was really good training. God forbid if any of us.
Babyface Dave back in,
what was fat I am there.
How old were you? What, like 19?
19. Yeah, this was 2003. So this was May. Has to be May because this was Kuwait. So this was May of 2003. I was just about to turn 20. Oh fuck.
Babyface, man, you still have that baby face, This was
my
when
nose was burned already.
Yeah, and you were you still had innocence in your face and your eyes. So this was before the world had got you, right? So
that's right.
Getting Kenny up.
Yeah, and people were saying, where did you as guys? You don't know how much deep diving I did.
Yeah, he did. He's a
real combat. We have an idea of how to acquire targets, turn on targets, and not kill our buddies, which I think is the most important thing.
So is that really the most important thing, Dave?
Yeah, you don't want to kill your buddy.
No, you don't want to kill your buddy.
That's honestly, it's funny, and I've taken that into to this and everything. It's like don't kill your buddy.
Yeah.
You could. It's if you don't have talent, have talented friends, or you don't have strength, find people who are strong. It's incredible. It's a concept that I've kept forever, and it's the most important thing. Riv, you don't shoot your buddies. No Pat Tillmans.
It's just the thing was when I found this, and stuff. I was like, that's just so Dave. I mean, because he just says it matter of factly. Yeah, just don't shoot your buddies.
Tell you, don't shoot your buddies, man. That's the most important thing. Acquire a target, pop them up, bam. Don't pop your pal. Because you need them. You need your buddy. You got to trust that motherfucker next to you. Remember, they got live rounds and a gun. Yeah. They can pop you anytime.
Exactly.
He is also a father, a friend, a mentor, and above all else, Dave is an entertainer. His passion for comedy is infectious and his wit lightning. He's the guy that, despite all his own pain, just wants to make you laugh. And this is
got
his story.
myself more than her. You ever been too big?
So anyway, that's kind of where I wanted to. Let's see. I don't want to go into all that the sad stuff because
I'll cry.
yeah, I don't want to do that to you. So I'll switch on over here to the stream here.
It was cool to see it, you know, and it was cool to see it used in this way.
Yeah.
Honestly, it makes me happy that it was used to get me a new computer. It makes me
Yeah.
feel good that you used my pain to manipulate a company. I'm very happy about it.
Well, good. I'm glad I was able to use your pain for good as well. So
Someone's got to use it.
someone's got to use it. So, but anyway, this was from a stream the other night that you did and had. I think Matt was there, Nicholas, Willie. Anyway, you guys.
No, Willie wasn't there. Willie wasn't there.
Oh, this no. This was just you and Nicholas and
Matt.
Maybe Matt was there, and of course
Matt was there. John might have been lurking somewhere, being creepy.
Yeah. So anyway,
ever heard of CLX?
First of all, no, and second of all, I was going to like throw a fucking riot if I didn't get a fucking Meta PC sponsorship and you were about to announce one. Holy shit, I would have lost it. That's what I was like. Holy fuck! If he's rubbing this in right now, I swear to God.
I wish this was a happy story, Nick, but it's not a happy story.
But
not a happy story.
It wasn't a happy story, but it did turn out to be a happy story. So
it's got a happy ending, yes.
A happy ending, yeah. So, and that's all we can ask for, right? Is a happy ending in the end. So, anyway,
giggity, goo.
I can't, like I said, I really truly. I don't know about you, Dave, but to me, this last week it was just I was emotionally drained.
Dude, drained. I couldn't have said it any better. This last few weeks for me have been that way. Because I'm working. And it's so crazy that like I can't believe when I was on my ass in the house streaming 10, 12 hours a day, minimal growth. Now I'm working my ass off at a pawn shop and I come home and I just squeeze in a couple of hours and now biggest growth in my career. It's fucking nuts.
Well,
life's weird, very strange.
The
The way things fall into place is just bizarre as fuck. Like
just ride it. You know, you can't really even get down about it if it doesn't go exactly the way you want it. You just got to take it for what it is and do the best you can with it and hope you don't fuck it up. And Lord knows I will.
Yeah, I feel the same way because I also have I feel like I have a kinship with you when it comes to curses. Like my entire life has just been like everything that could possibly Murphy's Law, everything could possibly go wrong will fucking absolutely go wrong. And I'm like, I just have to tell people, I'm like, listen, this is gonna go like tits up immediately. So it's just hang on, you know.
We're born under a bad sign.
You know, I don't know. Anybody can attest. I am horrible when it comes to thumbnails, to video production, anything, right?
Yeah, you are.
But I was actually kind of proud of this thumbnail I did because I had Meta on one shoulder with a halo and CLX on the other with the devil horns. And Dave
Meta gave us nothing.
And Dave in the middle with this like fuck me look on his face.
Fuck my asshole. But they didn't do nothing. No response. Meta PC, no response.
No.
And Donovan retweeted it. I don't know if Ricky did, but Donovan did. But I think he was the only one. Where's the rest of them? Where was the rest of them?
I don't know. And
standing toe to toe, shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah. And we, like I say, the bottom line is I think in the end, they did the right thing by you, and I'm happy. And I know there was a few out there that were frustrated because they like you, like myself, we felt like we should not have had this much energy, this much effort put into to get them to do the right thing. And so some of them still wanted to take up pitchforks, you know?
Yeah.
And I appreciate that about them. And because, they'd already put they really wanted, but I was like, no, guys, we got to take this as a win.
Yeah.
Let's
always know when to give mercy.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and the thing about it is, but know this, right? If for some reason this third one is not the charm, what's going to happen is going to be of biblical proportions.
Apocalyptic,
exactly.
It's going to be all hands on deck.
Oh my God, I'm just almost hoping. Normandy ain't got shit on what's coming, pal.
Frankly, I hope for the nuclear option.
Your fingers on the button, baby.
Yeah.
Here we go. Right.
But anyway, this. I think what was so, if I could, I guess myself here a little bit, talk about myself a little bit. I think what was the most draining for me, honestly, was when I was editing the video and putting all that together. Truly listening to all that you overcame and how you chose to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and become the man that we have before us today. And it's so inspiring, Dave. And I'm not saying this just to
No, you're right.
I'm telling you, your story is inspirational. And if anybody is ever having a bad day and they just feel like, their world is crumbling inside there and they just don't have the effort to go on, you need to listen to Dave's story. It's on his YouTube channel. Listen to it. It is so inspiring how he came from a pit of despair to where he is the copious king. And that should inspire anybody to maybe pull yourself up and do it.
Anybody can become a king. Anybody.
And I
Give your
don't mean
balls
this,
a tug.
and I don't mean this in any kind of disrespectful way. There was nothing special about Dave.
No.
Other than he just decided enough was enough. He reached his point and he said, enough's enough. And that's what has inspired me to, in a lot of ways, to quit feeling sorry for myself and making excuses. And, to start
You know what it was, Rivy?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to cut you off.
No.
But you know what it really was for me, too? And I think you're starting to get this as well, is at some point you have to accept where you are. Yeah. Things are, I'm not saying lay down. It's quite the opposite. Yeah. You start living for different reasons. And for me, it was entertaining. If I can make other people laugh and give them what I can't have even for a moment, or even the people who have it worse than me, if I can find a way to hit that fucking funny bone and give them an instant of that relief that a laughter can give, well, fuck, I'm going to do it every fucking day. It's my medicine, and it makes me feel good, and I love doing it. So I'll do it until they throw me off these fucking platforms. They're gonna have to pull me the fuck away, Rivy. I'll go back to paying for it. I'll go back to Podbender. I swear to Podbean, Podomatic. Swear to God.
Well,
there's not a better way to put it, in my opinion. Like that's exactly it. Yeah. Like that's the reason. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said this before as well. My mom died almost 3 years ago. Holy shit. It's coming up on 3 years in September. And that was the worst day of my life, I think. It was definitely up there. Top 2, top 3, easy. And I was sitting on the floor, just absolutely destroyed on so many different levels. And my head was in my hand, and my head was hanging real low. We got your head between your knees almost. Yeah. And I just uncontrollably farted. And it just went right up into my face. You know that the fart where it bounces off the floor and you can feel the heat from your asshole hit you in the mouth? Oh, and I laughed. I laughed on my worst day, in my worst moment, probably in my worst hour of ever. And I laughed. And that was profound to me. It gave me a new perspective on everything. If I can laugh then, and especially at myself, I sucked my own ass. It is unbelievable. Anything, you can come back. You can come back.
What that is gratitude, by the way. That's gratitude for life. And like that's when it changes in your head. You're like, okay, I get it. It's like you have gratitude for your circumstance because like it's not within your control to like design your own life. It's just things just happen to you and you have to relinquish control at the end of the day. And so like when you come to that sobering realization, it's freeing.
So freeing.
It is. And I understand that perfectly.
I know you do too, and I love that. I don't love that you've had to go through these things to have that realization, but you know how good it feels to come to that realization. And unfortunately, a lot of times it's either going to take age and experience or loss and despair. And you're
Lot of
going to
pain.
have a lot of pain, man. A lot of pain. But I'm stronger for it, and I feel that you are too.
You're here. Yeah.
I'll kill you, JFA. I'll kill you.
JFA says, "Hey Dave, don't listen to those other donators. Your sound is fine and always has been. It's a conspiracy to tarnish my good name."
I'm taking your mother out for a fish sandwich. You brought this on yourself.
So here you go. So, I've put a link to Dave's YouTube channel. I pretty sure probably everybody here is aware, but if you're not, please go sub to this man. He is infectious with his laughter. He has an all-star cast.
And my penis.
Oh yes, mighty. He has an all-star cast. If it doesn't matter if it's Nixie, or if it's Willie Mack or Nicholas Diorio, Matt Pitt, a host of other in his
Riveter.
Every once in a while,
a Riveter shows up. A banana grabber is always welcome.
Oh yeah. I'd go in more often, but like I get into my head about like I don't want to fuck up and not be funny on your show. So I'm like,
God, stop it! Just you are funny. Just come and tell a quick story. Fuck it, grip it.
Yeah,
grip it,
I'll have to just try out new jokes on you. Come in or something.
Oh yeah, that'll go real well. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But he also has other ones that pop in from time to time, like Lord Vega. Some of the greatest streams is Lord Vega will show up out of nowhere, and they'll start having these conversations, like him and Willie or Nick. And
Vega does something to me, man. Vega takes me places, dude. He makes me feel safe.
So if you haven't, do yourself a huge favor. Sub to this man. He has Wednesdays with Willie. Or Willie Wednesdays, as it's known.
It's you know what, man? You can pretty much say every day now. Matt and I are firing up something.
Yeah.
Nick, Willie, someone's coming on almost every day. Xylie's becoming a regular. Tipster's becoming a regular. Smaggle Daggle's a fucking retard and he's becoming regular. It's been amazing.
And don't forget, we even had who was it popped in the other day? It was a rarity. Oh shit.
Oh, Mike the Bike was popping in a lot too.
Bo
Blacks.
Bo Blacks popped in the other night. Yeah. And Edwin from Homeboys Got Receipts. I mean, and rumor has it that Augie is wanting to come back on too.
Very soon.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna get Salvo on. I'm trying to get through a little bit more shit.
Sure.
I think in the next couple of days, life is gonna start auto correcting a little bit more, and I'll have a little bit more free time, or at least not feel like I'm drowning. And I want to get Salvo on. I want to get Augie on. I want to get all these guys on because man, we are just having so much fun. There's no pressure to it. Everybody is just in there relaxed and telling the stories. We're getting behind the scenes shit accidentally. We're leaking stuff. People are starting dramas on that show accidentally. We're watching the world burn. We're just laughing while doing it. And it's a different type of show. I think it's becoming a different type of experience. It's a lot of fun.
The night that Nick leaked the whole shit with
holy God.
Was it Electric Mike or whatever it was? And
Electric Blake.
Yeah. And what's it, Tangerine or whatever the hell the girl's name was? And then that whole shit went off the rails in a hurry. That came quite a bit of a deal there that spread out into other communities and stuff. So
Keem showed up into a fucking chat once too. It's just a matter of time for him and I fuck again.
Yeah.
It's just inevitable. I think Clown and I are going to do something again soon. I've been trying to get into more of the poker, but I really have not been able to play the last 2 weeks, hardly at all. I wanted to play today so badly, and I just could not do it.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. I've been stuck in the heat all day, and like as soon as I get home, I'm just so wiped. I'm like, I could get on poker, or I could fall asleep.
Wipe. See, that's my choice, but it's a show. If I don't get right into getting a show together, I will go the fuck to sleep. That'll be it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's something I keep kicking myself because I'm like, I throughout the day, because I'm working from home again, and I see all this stuff. Like, okay, this is be a great little show tonight, and I kind of start setting up all the stuff that you have to do on the back end, to set up and to do a stream, and then like I kid you not, like 8 o'clock, the old man is like, "Fuck it, I'm going to bed." And
Yeah.
and I've got to kick myself in my ass and make me start doing it, and even if it's just an hour,
Yeah.
and I've just got to quit. I don't know. I got to quit being such a puss and just do it. So
Just do it.
anyway,
Just do it.
And you can. And you can. I promise you.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Don't
Yeah.
let your dreams be
We've
dreams.
got a lot of people right now, and Matt is a great example of this. And he's doing like 17 fucking shows a day.
Oh,
He's
crazy.
on everybody. He's all over
Yeah.
the place.
Yeah.
But there's so much fucking want for it. People don't get tired of hearing Matt. People don't get tired of hearing these guys go. You know what it feels like? It feels like daytime talk show shit. Like Maury Povich, Sally, Jesse, Raphael, they would all have the same type of guests. They would just rotate through, and that's kind of the same thing that's happening. It's interesting, it's fun, and it's definitely a lot to go around. You definitely take advantage of it.
Well, I mean, the market is booming for that type of content. Like Matt does something truly special in the space, and I don't think people realize like how good that show is. That it was just called Now Recording, where he wrangles up a bunch of retards from the space and has them air out their grievances. It really is Maury Povich or Jerry Springer of YouTube.
Yeah.
And so and he has the patience of a fucking saint to be able to do
Yes,
that. And
he
it's
does.
and he has the acumen to figure out how to work them into a good angle like for conversation. So it's like that show is very good. And
Matt's smart and funny, and he does not care. And this is where him and I really get it together. We understand it really well. He doesn't care if he's the butt of the joke. And some people, honestly, they care if they are. They cannot be. It cannot be over on you. It just can't. There are some people that way. But if you can go with the joke and you can allow it to be on you and you can work with it, man, you can get some gold. And Matt is really good at that. And he's hilarious. I love working with him.
And his temperament and patience with those people, and that's why I can't do it. I literally cannot. I can't. I just and
Can't
Matt
deal with you. I want to kill you most days.
Exactly. That's one thing you and my wife have in common.
I don't blame her. Jesus Christ. I'm not even sexually dissatisfied with you.
I know, right? We don't. It's not. We ain't got time getting that can of worms. But I sit and I watch this and I listen to these with Toxic and Beavers and stuff, and I'm thinking
Toxic is very good too.
Yeah, and these guys are they're phenomenal. They really are phenomenal. Yeah,
you guys are fearless. Toxic Pimple's a psychopath. He is fearless.
He's great. He's funny. He's
funny. Really funny.
And they just meld and gel so well, and it's great. And I don't know how Matt has the energy to do all he does, because the poor guy only has one leg. I don't know how
he's
gets
everywhere.
Well,
he's
everywhere. That's why he has the energy. He only has the power, one less foot.
The other day, I guess they think like I'm some miracle worker now. He's like, he came to me, he says, "Hey, Riv." I said, "Yeah, man." He said, "Can you work on getting me another leg now?" I said, "Dude, I can only do so much." I'm serious. He literally came. I think he put a tweet out. I'll have to find it, but he's like, "Yeah, can we work on getting me another prosthetic?" And I was like,
I think that's the next move. Yeah, we have to go contact like the disabled American something.
Yeah,
maybe try to. They say, "Why haven't you sent Matt Pitt a leg? This is a gross miscarriage of justice."
Miscarriage of justice. Where's his foot?
Yeah, because in all seriousness, and all joking aside and stuff, those legs, those prosthetic things like that, they're only rated for a certain window of time, and then after that, they have to be replaced. Well, his is like over a decade old, I believe, at this point. When
this probably doesn't even have servos in it. Jesus, he needs a servo.
I think it's a mannequin leg.
Yeah, basically.
Took it off.
I know.
I want him to get a peg leg. I want him to go full pirate.
That would be amazing. Yeah.
I know there were some people that put in some recommendations, suggestions for alternate replacements in our Discord. I was a little taken aback.
I know what it should be, by the way. I know what it should be. I know what it should be. It should be a wheel. He should put a little wheelbarrow wheel on there.
Yeah.
I just thought about it. That'd be fucking dope, right?
Yeah. And if he got good with his balance, if he's real good, he could just sit there and kick off and just kind of be like one of those, remember those little heel skate things that those
wheelies,
Heelys. Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking like a unicycle on one leg, but I'm with you. Yeah, you can really balance that thing. You can start bunny hopping on it and be great.
Sure.
Squatchin says Peg Leg Pete.
Peg leg Pit.
Peg
Peg
leg
leg
Pit.
Pit.
Oh, he's scurrying with the 7 C's.
See Matt Pitt at the X Games next year doing some very unique acrobatics.
100%.
And there's an ollie by Matt Pitt, the one-legged wonder. He's taking X Game gold.
Exactly.
Oh,
the
man.
amputee division, where they replace all the amputees' limbs with wheels.
Well, listen, Dave. I know you've got a stream coming up this evening because you stream on Sunday evenings, and so I want to tell you how much I appreciate you stopping by this afternoon. And
well, you're celebrating me, man. How could I not? You know, I'm a narcissist. I love me.
So tell the people,
seriously, man. Thank you so much, brother. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, tell the people where you're going to be at tonight. Are you going to be on YouTube or are you going to be on Twitch?
Well, I've been thinking about YouTube because I want to do a makeup show with Nick tonight. Everyone's available. I was thinking about doing that. But the reality is, I am fucking beat. Yeah. And I did SummerSlam last night. It did really well. It's got over 1,000 views. It's doing okay. SummerSlam was a lot of fun. I didn't think it was going to do that well, so I was happy that it did. So I think I'm just going to go to Twitch and hang out and just bullshit there and play my games and Fall Guys and stuff.
Sure.
However, before I do that, Riveter, honestly, man, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done. You've gone on, we joke, but you've gone from a viewer to an acquaintance to one of my closest friends, and I love you to death, man. You really, the belief that you have in me, and sometimes I could just be so fucking awful to you, and I don't ever mean it to be malicious, and sometimes I'm sure you have to doubt it yourself, but you never let it. You always are right back there, and you're in my corner, and I just love you, man. I really do, and you don't know how much you've done for me to keep me going, and that belief and faith. And Banana, we haven't really gotten to fuck as much as I wish we would have so far, but it's coming, brother. You guys are really doing a good job here, and I appreciate you too because you've let me be critical, and you've made improvements, and I really enjoy you two together. And I love you guys, and keep kicking ass. And thank you for this gigantic victory, my 5-star general, fucking Vecna Riveter. I fucking love you, pal.
Well, I'm just glad that we moved past acquaintances, Dave. And
yeah, you cock.
It was.
He's not my friend. Riveter says he's not my friend. We're acquaintances. Like you, fucking son of a bitch. I'm gonna make you love me, and I did.
Yeah, you have quickly. I say quickly in the context of time, but we've become fast friends, and you're a good person, and you're good hearted, and you have a good soul, and and that's what I look for people, and then so. I can't, like I said, I can't encourage people enough to check you out. I put his Twitch link in the chat there as well. His YouTube is pinned at the top. So if you're not following Dave or sub to him on YouTube, get in there and do it. If you're not following him on Twitch, and by God, if you need somewhere to dump that Prime sub, dump it onto him on Twitch. It's
all over my face, neck, and chest.
Yes, it is. Well, it is money well invested, and so because we're pushing Dave is going to hit 10,000, and then he's going to hit 20,000, and then he's going to say bye, bitch, and leave Mr. Beast in the dust. He's going to surpass. Yeah, I have faith in him. So
yeah, the guys in the chat are telling y'all to get a room and fuck already.
I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna straight brick right on you, man. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Well, when I get up there to Connecticut, what happens in Connecticut will stay in Connecticut. So.
We're fucking, except for when I release it on video.
Yeah.
OnlyFans, yeah.
OnlyFans. But again,
premium content.
I'm appreciative of your friendship, Dave, and
yours as well, pal.
It means the world to me, buddy. It really does. So. Anyway, and thank you so much for coming by today. We love you. And
thanks for having me on.
Dude, always open door here. So,
yeah, anytime you want this old chunk of call, you just let me know. I'll be be right around.
We'll do, Norm. We'll do. So, anyway, you take care, buddy.
Suck my dick.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Man, that was dead on Dave, and golly, I just think the world of that man. I really do. So
He's a great dude.
he
Yeah,
is.
for sure.
So
A very inspiring story. Like
oh God,
the extent to which like his on like come up and pushing himself to fucking get out of his hole helped
Yeah.
me stop being a little bitch and
Yeah.
start being grateful for my own life.
Yeah.
Like yeah. So it's like, I mean, it's inspiring as shit.
Yeah, one of the things that I learned a long time ago that I am, and I know a lot of people don't subscribe or have anything to do with religion, and I don't either. Okay, I don't support organized religion, but I do have my own faith. And one of the things that I learned real quick from studying and reading is, and one of the things that I help me when I'm battling depression or whatever, is I have to take the focus off of me and I have to put the focus on other people, because the bottom line is no matter how bad I feel like I have it sometimes, there are people out there that have it 10 times worse. And if there is something that I can do to make their lives better and I can focus on them, it always, without any chance of failure, I always feel better at the end of the day.
It's funny you mentioned that because Matt Pitt and I talked about this on our Digging Deeper episode, how like before he was so depressed, like before he had he lost his leg.
Yeah.
And that the frame of reference that it could always be worse was like looking back now retroactively and saying like I wouldn't have been miserable at all.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know. You don't know how bad things can get.
No.
So it's like we take a lot of things for granted.
Sure.
And it can be very self-centered or like ignorant of like how bad things truly could be.
Yeah.
So
well, and that's
Seize the
everybody.
day.
That's everybody. Everybody can get blinders on, right? We get so focused on ourselves. And that doesn't mean that you're narcissistic or anything like that. That's just
well, it could be.
It could be, sure, it could be, but
could be a telltale sign. But
there's a huge difference between someone who's narcissistic and
depression,
and just and now I'm not going to pull a Keemstar and tell you, just go have a couple sips of beers. No, that's not it. That's not it at all.
Yeah.
But I firmly believe that if you can find some way to focus on somebody else and do something to help them, there's something about doing that lifts my spirits. And
I mean, that's why I come here every Sunday. Is like it, and I don't think I'm particularly like amazingly funny or anything, but like just the chance that I could be making somebody's day better by being silly or being a fucking idiot.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care. I don't care to be like some fucking great presenter. It's like as long as I make somebody like have a good time, then that's the world to me. Because like I don't know, it helps me not be so fucking horribly self-involved because I am a narcissist. So
100%. All right, so Banana, let's wrap things up. What do you got going? Anything special that the world needs to know about?
No, you guys don't get to know about anything. But I'm just I'm trying to get through this summer, man. I don't have AC in my car, and work is becoming very, very tired.
Yeah.
So it was like last year this time too. It's just every summer is just brutal, and this one's is like the hottest summer since 1983 or something.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just like just getting through to the fall. We're good.
Dude, I was sitting there and I was looking today, just to put a context. I was on I had logged into my account with my electric company because it's the time of the month we got to pay bills and shit, right? And so I was looking at my bill. And of course, my bill was up substantially. And I said, I want to go look at, because I have the ability to go back and look. So I looked at that same time frame a year ago, right? And my bill was substantially lower. And the average temperature of this time last year was like in the low 80s. And this year it's in the high 90s for the month of July. It was in the high 90s. And I was like, holy crap,
Oh, the 90s are bad for you?
No. Okay, hang on. That was the average temperature for the month. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
For the whole
the
month.
average temperature for the month here is like 104, dude.
Well, the last 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks, our daily temperature was like 103, 104, 105. Yeah, the last.
What is that? 44 degrees for you European guys in the UK, and you went outside the United States.
Yeah.
44 degrees Celsius. It's
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that, but then, you know,
Unfortunate.
so, as far as what's
Man.
coming up with me, I'm going to try to do better, start doing some more streams and covering maybe some of the smaller stuff that happens throughout the week. Because there's a lot of little bitty stories that I find funny or whatever that happens, and I'm gonna start trying to do that. And I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I'm going to make a conscious effort to just quit making excuses and do it. And
yeah, just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Yeah, but anyway,
like Shia LaBeouf, the great wise sage, that once told us,
"Do it, right?
Just do it." Yeah, he's right. You know.
Yeah.
Despite the meme, he's very much right.
Yeah. But we appreciate all of you guys today. We appreciate all the donos. We appreciate everybody that popped into and kind of hung out with us today. You guys make it so much more enjoyable to do this. You know, Banana and I don't feel like we're just talking into the void anymore, and that's so appreciative. And anyway, guys, do you want to get us out today, Banana? Do you want to lead us out?
Yeah, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, and share it with a friend, because we are trying to, you know, get the show out and entertain people as much as possible. You know, we do some intermittent shows sometimes during the week. You know, it's just up to like whatever we feel like, but always, without fail, we are here on Sundays, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I guess we'll see you next week.
So remember, keep your powder dry, and we'll see you in the funny papers.